Hello all, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Here we're doing another train show review. This was in Austin, Texas, back on May the 6th and 7th. This 2-day show, I was actually only there for the first day. This was recorded on Saturday around noon. This is the Harris Hobbies vendor. I'm not going to show you all of it because, well, it's the same every time. Here's a good look at the O-gauge layout. Can't really tell you off the top of my head who this was. Probably, tin platers, something like that. I saw the sign. Here's another vendor. They're at a lot of shows down here. Here's the other side of this O-gauge layout. Got a nice long hopper train going on here. Some good smoke on that. I like the Santa Fe units as well in there. They even had a TV set up for people to watch. And here's some more stuff. As far as kind of the makeup of this show in terms of the scales, I would say it was a pretty average show. Quite a bit of HO and N scale, quite a bit of O gauge. I think there was one guy that was selling S. There was even some G scale. I would say there was more G scale at this show than I remember. Here's Aunt Heidi's Toys. Got a little bit of trains and some other goodies for the kiddos as well. Here's a Lego layout that I probably see every time, but it's still kind of fun to look at. And then here's the Brad's Trains. He was actually the only one that I would consider to be a major vendor for this show. He was definitely the biggest vendor, but I'd say I would consider him the only, large vendor. Admission for this show was $10. But if you could prepay, and you'd be only in it for like $8, I think. Here's this guy. He had his own personal layout set up. What was interesting about this guy was this layout usually is set up in his garage, and he made it just specifically where he could put it in his garage, but whenever he took the one side out, his wife would be able to park inside the garage. So nice compromise in that situation. Here's some G scale and O gauge stuff. Also, I mentioned something about the admission price. The thing I did not like about the show or shows like this is the parking also costs $10. So that, that doubles your cost to get in. So that's a little unfortunate, but I think that's kind of the way it is in Austin right now. It's a limited amount of space. I estimate around 125 tables for this show. So that's, an average size show, and there was definitely plenty of things to look at. This guy we're looking at here, his stuff, he's from St. Louis, so he definitely made a decent trip to come down. I was able to find maybe 3 or 4 good vendors, and as the case is most of the time, one of the best vendors was myself. No, just kidding. Was the train club that was hosting this show, which was I think it was the Austin Model Railroad Society, and so they had good deals. There's John. He's got a lot of in-scale stuff. And then, so as you can see, especially right here, in a way, this building, or this train show, was set up in a building that had one large room with tables pretty much just lined up down through the middle, which is exactly the way I like it. So in terms of the arrangement of this show, it was spot on. I definitely like it when shows are set up this way. this layout, you'll see there's this little guy kind of making his rounds all by himself. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or what, but this guy actually, I was able to buy some glue from him that I was trying to find earlier online, so that was a good deal. Here's Russell. He's got a lot of stuff that he's trying to sell. Very good prices as well. He'll make you a deal. This is actually my stuff. Probably recognize some of it if you are familiar with my posts. Here's the only S-Gauge stuff that I remember seeing. And it was pretty high, not gonna lie. This is actually the train club right here to our left. So they had good stuff in terms of pricing. So always, this is my suggestion, is always try to find the train clubs and see if you can get a good deal from them. Here's some people that make custom loads. And here's the last layout. It's a very nice layout. You can see those nice locomotives. Nice auto rack train going through here. Up here, I remember there's a tank car train. But since we're getting to the end here, I would rate this show. I mean, I drove 3 hours for this show. That's just fine to me. There was a few good dealers. I have been told that this show is, it's about the same as it's always been, even before COVID, so that's good to hear. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you need to. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.